And from our Water Watchers file, we continue our reporting tonight on that tiny freshwater mollusk known as the golden mussel and the unprecedented threat it poses to our ag industry. First detected 2 years ago in the Sacramento-San Joaquin River Delta, this invasive species, which is native to China, is inundating the water systems that serve California's ag industry up and down the Central Valley, especially the systems tied to the State Water Project. And the mussel is showing up in alarming numbers in the waterworks that irrigate cropland here in Kern County. Bottom line, experts say eradication of this pest is not feasible, that reducing the severity of its impact down on the farm is the only way to fight it. Tonight, a look at the prospects for mitigating the mussel through the eyes of a man who's been on the front lines of this fight for months.
Well, we started talking about it last winter when they were discovered in October and November, and but we've been treating for these since March. Chemistry's working.
John Bison is a water treatment specialist for Bennett Water Solutions and Greenleaf Ag. A Bakersfield native with close ties to Kern's ag industry, Bison's been busy of late.
Right now I'm treating 9 water districts, and I think I have 33 different locations.
Once golden mussel colonies are detected during inspection of irrigation pumps, water lines, and screens, Bison goes upstream from those locations and installs temporary pump sites to feed a chemical called EarthTech QZ in controlled doses into the water. Bison says the copper chemical compound is safe for irrigation and municipal drinking water and is a proven killer of the mollusk and its larvae.
And so here we put what we call a bump site to bump the chemistry down there to the end. And we calculate the CFS of the water, how much water is flowing, and then I can calculate the exact rate in which I need to treat at. Also, we want to measure the pH of the water.
Then the preventative stage, a secondary treatment to kill the mussel veligers or larvae before they mature. Strings of metal settlement plates, essentially lures for the metal-loving mussel, are hung in the water at critical locations to attract any surviving mollusks to help determine the treatment's effectiveness going forward.
And not allowing them to recolonize.
We toured multiple treatment sites along an 18-mile irrigation canal in the Bell Ridge Water District in western Kern. Didn't see a single mussel, dead or alive. That's because the golden mussel thrives in the dark, and that's a problem, not only for tracking and detection, but validating results post-treatment.
They like to hide. They like to colonize in dark places underneath gates and so forth, but they're not easily visible until you drop the water level of the canals or open up the pipes.
Not something any grower wants to do right now during peak growing season, but sometimes they have no choice.
Pulled it out to make a repair.
Several months ago at the Arvin Edison Storage District, a 40-foot tall vertical turbine irrigation pump is pulled for maintenance, and it is covered with dead mussels after treatment.
All mussels.
There are 82 pumps just like this in the Water District alone, which recently spent $3 million on its first round of district-wide mussel treatment.
And then if we start seeing them...
Ag districts find the mussel in 2 ways: reductions in water flow, requiring the lowering of water levels in canals to pull equipment out, or the discovery of the mollusks within a farmer's filter stations downstream. This video, one of those stations, after treatment, laden with thousands of dead mussels.
It's everywhere. Everywhere. It's actually everything on the west side of the valley that pulls any water that's directly or indirectly associated with the aqueduct has golden mussels. China spends upwards of $12 billion per year on all types of mitigation for the golden mussel. So it's vital that we get state and federal help.
John Bison is one in a growing chorus of voices seeking an emergency response from the state, but so far, no signal from Sacramento that help is on the way. Meantime, Kern County Water Agency has developed a task force to share possible solutions and also to create a reimbursement plan to help growers and ag water districts recover the costs they have incurred to mitigate the mussel.
We wanted to collaborate, we wanted to idea share, we wanted to get in a room and see what was working.
Wes Shryock is part of that task force. He manages Improvement District 4 for the Kern County Water Agency. IRD 4 treats raw water from the California Aqueduct and delivers it to the 5 major water service companies in Bakersfield.
We were having issues in our raw water delivery system. We see the impending concern with the mussel. We think it's going to be a real problem. Thankfully, we're mitigating it and we have those tools at our disposal and it's going well. But it's not something we wanted to deal with.
As for the declaration of a state emergency, we reached out to the Department of Water Resources for comment and received this response. DWR is standing up an incident command team to deal with the problem of golden mussel infestation of state water project facilities and how to implement the most efficient and practical response measures feasible. An updated DWR map shows golden mussel detections at 22 of its facilities serving the state water project, including 5 lakes and 10 pumping plants along the California Aqueduct.
We know that the funds will follow the state of emergency, so we're advocating for them to do so. We're encouraging them.
Shryock says the vast majority of water districts that contract for state water through the Kern County Water Agency are already infested with the golden mussel. Bennett Water Solutions says the golden mussel has made its way to Buena Vista Lake in southwestern Kern. But so far, it hasn't been detected in lakes and reservoirs on the Central Valley's east side, including Millerton Reservoir, Lake Success, and here at home, Isabella Lake, which feeds the Kern River. John Bison prays it stays that way.
Once they get into rivers and deltas and lakes, it's just too large of a body of water to treat with anything that we have currently.
So if someone puts a boat in the waters of an infected reservoir and then puts that same boat in Isabella Lake without first checking for the presence of mussels,
then it's all over. That would be worst case scenario.
As of right now, there are no in-person watercraft inspection sites at Isabella Lake, just signs advising boat owners to observe the golden rule: clean, drain, and dry. John Bison believes human inspections are imperative to protecting this reservoir and the Kern River.
And as a bass fisherman myself, I know the hassle that is. And most guys don't like to put up with it. But this problem is so severe and so damaging to our infrastructure and our agricultural community that it's worth the added steps to take to make sure that doesn't happen.
We would love it if Isabella was set up in single pinch points. It's just not. There are multiple entities controlling multiple different access points. It's just the nature of that lake. Not necessarily anyone's fault, but it is problematic.
And consider this. Mussel colonies in Kern County have already regenerated twice since they were first discovered here last winter. I'm told the surviving mussel colonies still in the system will release new colonies of larvae in about a month from now. And upon maturity, those new colonies could compound an already grim situation, possibly cutting off a number of farms from water they need to finish the growing season. And as this grim game of hide and seek continues to play out across the Central Valley, farmers, water district managers, and county officials are waiting for a sign that the Newsom administration will join the fight against the mussel invasion with crucial state funding.